Prepare to have reoccurring nightmares of getting sat all by yourself, alone, in the restaurant, all at the same time, and everybody wants their drinks right now. Now you can't remember how to use the POS system. Now you're not wearing clothes. Today I'm going to do my video like an Indian. Do not come into my store with your attitude and come here and say stuff to me. People's jobs are the ruiner of people's lives. For this reason, when you're not at your job, you're constantly worried about how much time you have left until you have to go back to the dreaded place. When you are there, you're constantly thinking about how much more time you have to endure before you get to go home. So for all intents and purposes, it consumes your every waking moment. You even dream about your jobs. Nobody likes their jobs. You always hear people say, I love my job. I have satisfaction for doing the things that I do. I help people. It keeps me going. It is my motivation to go back to work every day to see the smile on little children's faces. Liar! As soon as your brain realizes that it is no longer under your control, you had dominance before you had the job because you could decide whether or not you wanted to do something that day. As soon as you have a job where it's like, yes, you wanted to do Mass Effect in movies, it becomes the enemy. Now, anytime you have to go back there, distress. So that you can make money, so that you can pay your bills, so you can pay your rent, so that you can buy food, so that you can survive long enough to go back to your job the next day and start the whole cycle all over again. What's the end game? I have to prolong my life as long as I can, so that I could die at an old age when my body stops working. My physical attraction has gone out the window, and I could barely make it to the bathroom before I piss myself. Every job I've ever had has been this way. When I was 16, I had a job as a lifeguard at Hurricane Harbor, which is Magic Mountain, Six Flags water park, where I would sit for 8 hours a day and stare at people. I mean, at least in prison you could get up and walk around in your cell, you could draw pictures, read books. Here, you had to focus 100% of your attention on other people who are swimming because in 4 feet of water, you might drown. A full-grown adult drowning in front of me in 4 feet of water. Should I put my hand down and lift him up so that he could find the bottom with his feet? Or should I let him die? What would I tell his wife? I'm sorry, ma'am. I let your husband drown in 4 feet of water. I could have saved him, but I felt like he deserved to die for being so stupid that he didn't realize that all he had to do was sit up. Forgive me. Here you go, sir. Now you owe me a life debt and you are my indentured slave forever. Make me a sandwich, bitch. I've worked retail, where people look to me for advice on buying items that they are more qualified to teach me about because I never did the product training in the back. I use it as an excuse to get off the floor. Yes, sir, this television has a Mega Flex-On Cord 2000. Makes everything you see on it more sexually arousing. You should buy it. I have 3. I was a bartender for a couple of years. The food service industry, where you develop the vital life skill of wrapping silverware, hundreds at a time, in napkins. Prepare to have reoccurring nightmares of getting sat all by yourself, alone, in the restaurant, all at the same time, and everybody wants their drinks right now. Now you can't remember how to use the POS system. Now you're not wearing clothes. Where you can act as a life coach to drunk people because they take your word as gospel because you're the bartender and then somehow that qualifies you to teach them about life. Where people feel obligated to talk to you like you're their servant just because you're in a position to serve them. Yes, sir, I know that we just met, but please talk to me as though I am your indentured slave who's just got your daughter pregnant with my tainted slave blood. Please don't beat me again. I'll remember your ranch next time, I promise. Where you could get tipped 5% after 65 refills and 50 trips to the back for getting more ranch dressing. 5%? Fucking motherfucking ass shit, bitch. Hi, welcome to Fridays. Excuse me, do you guys serve food in the bar? No. Yes. Where you could get hit on by attractive women who all want to talk to you. Yes, you are a very attractive 55-year-old woman. No, I cannot go home with you, for I have been in a terrible dishwashing accident and lost my penis. Direct sales, where you can talk to hundreds of people in the hopes of selling one product. Maybe if I start offering oral as a bonus. For any of you who have ever done direct sales, you have my deep, deep condolences for your loss of vital parts of your humanity, for having been rejected so horribly so many times in a row. All of this to say one thing: suicide or work? God, decide!
Subscribe to my channel. I post videos on Mondays and Wednesdays.
The food service injury. The bartending.
I post videos on Monday.